Well, I thought that I would vlog on another one of my channels, Positively Bob. I think something like that. Pardon me, guys, I have taken a hydrocodone because of health issues. You know, let me explain something to people. Only salespeople care about maintaining a positive attitude, because they get defeated all the time. Like I said, you go out and you call on accounts one after another, and you're driving home, your wife's going, honey, we got this bill coming out, and you're going, oh man, what am I going to do? Now, the easiest thing to do is to give up. Go back to that job where you're getting that salary. Yeah. But the problem is, Mr. Salesperson, you're not going to be reaching, because if you make those sales, guess what? You're going to go well beyond the salary that a company is going to pay you. The fact remains is never be defeated. Jim Valvano, you've got to hear his speech. It was outstanding. For me, being basically in life, I was taught to be a loser as a young boy, but I grew up through help for a lot of people. And I got into sales, and I was really helped by very good people that lived a positive lifestyle. On the channel that I have, I bet I go to it and I haven't got one subscriber. Why? Because people don't feel like they need to be positive. You know, they don't. You know, and think about the life of negativity that you live. You get up in the morning, you dread going to work. So you eat your breakfast, you get your kids ready to go to school, you go to that job that you hate, but you know you have to be there because what? You've got to make a living so you can pay your bills, your mortgage, your car payment, kids stuff, clothes. Sales always fascinated me. My dad was always in sales. That's what he did. In sales, you're going to probably get beat up so many times. As I said, you'll go 3 weeks without a sale and you're ready to quit. But that last week you get 5 huge sales. Commission is unbelievable. And you're going, yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Now, a good company will work with you in sales. If they don't, screw them and go work for another company. A company should always give you that motivation to succeed. Even if you go 3 weeks without a sale, they're saying, don't worry about it. This next week's going to be your week. In life, living a positive lifestyle, basically you'll have better relationships. You'll feel better on your job. You don't go to your job looking at the negativity. You look at the things that are great about your job. You know, that's what somebody told me one time. I was working this job and I was complaining, you know, in the break room. And this guy looked at me and he said, do you ever try looking at the things that are good about your job instead of the things that are bad? Yeah, dude, that was a great thing to tell me, because I realized there were good things about my job that I liked. If I focused more on that and less on the negative things that I don't like, my life was better. I sailed through my shift and I went home and I was happy. But you know, positive mental attitude, people, and I tell you, I'm going to go to my channel and I'll have no subscribers and no views. You know, people don't care about that anymore. It's a lot easier to be negative. It's a lot easier to give up. be, do something easy, not hard. Let's do something easy that we can accomplish, You might have had a dream that you wanted to be a doctor of medicine. But what you did was you sold yourself short by being a physician assistant. Why, I ask you, why? Why did you lose that dream? Why? But, for me, the reason I started this channel is it's a state of mind that you've got to be in the time you wake up in the morning till the time you go to sleep. You write up a gratitude list of the things that you're grateful for. And believe me, there's a lot in my life that I'm grateful for. But the reason I started this channel, now I've got 5, and each channel has its own little personalities that comes out with me. But being positive in life will get you much further than being negative. But negativity is an easier, softer way to go. It's easier and it's a lot softer to just give up. Why try? Just give up. Who cares? You go to work at McDonald's and you're like, oh gosh, my manager's terrible. My shift manager's always on me. I gotta clean this out. I gotta do that. I gotta be up front to do this. I didn't say this right. And you're focusing on what? The negativity of what's going on at your job. How about you think about this? You're working at McDonald's and you're going, I think I'm going to find out how to go up the ladder with McDonald's. Go up the ladder. Think positive. Think about what you can do at McDonald's. Walk up the ladder. Become a manager. Become a regional manager or director or whatever. I know nothing about McDonald's. But what you do is you get yourself to where your credit is outstanding. And you can get you a franchise of your first McDonald's, then a second, then a third, then a fourth. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Reach for the sky. Why not? Reach for the sky. And don't give up. There's no reason to. Carolina Presenko was interviewed as a very young girl about Lindsey Stirling and what Lindsey Stirling taught her. And she said to never give up. Never give up on your dream. Continue to pursue it and work towards it. You can do it. It may take a lot of work. It may take a lot of sorrow. It's kind of like I told them downstairs about doctors. They go through medical school, then that's when the hell begins. They go through hell, an internship and residency. Now, I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog, but guys, it's kind of like I was talking about Christianity. Christianity, you can go both ways. You can go in a positive light, using it to uplift you and to push you forward to achieve your dreams, or you can use Christianity to basically hate those people that aren't like you. You know what I mean? But I'm going to go ahead and end this because I don't use a script. All this is coming out of my brain. My nose is itching like crazy too. But, like I said, I try all my life to try to be positive. Even with health issues I'm going through right now, I just try to be positive minded. And I ask you to reach for your dreams. What is your dream? What do you really want to do? Do you want to work that mundane job at a factory? Do you want to work at McDonald's or fast food or be that waitress that's waiting tables? What are your dreams? What are you dreaming about right now? What do you really want to do? What do you really want to do? because you can achieve your dreams. Always remember that. Thanks for listening, guys.